streaming platform, the clean and fresh sound. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I hope that you are up and you're ready to take on the day today. Hope that you woke up in a really great mood. If not, then between 6 and 10, we're gonna work on that. At this time, we're going to also have a commentary from Mr. PeeJohn, who is already on the line. Oh, by the way, this is Activated Mornings with Roleza and Dianna. PeeJohn, good morning.
Good morning, ladies. I'm really sorry about yesterday, but something came up. I have to attend to it. I wished I could have said more about yesterday's topic, but let us leave it at that. Now, a few weeks ago, in one of his commentaries, Kingsley Freitas raised the idea of whether or not SVG has a rape culture. He was adamant that we do not. He did not elaborate, and there appeared to be some agreement from both of you. I could be wrong on that. I made a mental note at that point to address the issue in one of my commentaries, so permit me to do that now. First, what is meant by rape culture? According to my research on the matter, rape culture refers to a set of beliefs, practices, and norms within a society that normalize, excuse, or trivialize sexual violence and harassment. Now, if the answer to any of these questions is yes, then we do have a rape culture. Question number one, do we exhibit attitudes that accept or condone sexual violence? Question number two, is there a tendency to hold victims accountable for the violence they experience based on their behavior and or appearance? Question number three, does the portrayal of sexual violence in the media, in popular culture, in the lyrics of some of our soca songs, for instance, does it contribute to trivialization of the issue? Number four, do we engage in behaviors that promote gender inequity, especially as it relates to the dominance of the male and the marginalization of the female? Question number five, is there a tendency to discourage victims from reporting assaults or speaking out about their experiences, often due to a fear of disbelief, stigmatization, or retaliation? Number six, is there a belief among perpetrators that no does not always mean no? Number seven, do we have the practice of making up or settling with perpetrators rather than involve law enforcement or the courts? Now, in my view, the answer to all of the above is yes. Further, SVG rape culture is one of those issues that we would rather not discuss. I hope I am not disturbing anyone by raising it now. Perhaps it is now is the appropriate time to do so, or is it? Now, essentially, to end, a rape culture is about how societal attitudes can create an environment that perpetuates sexual violence. SVG does have a rape culture, and we need to address it. That's it. That's my rant for the day.
All right.
Anytime is the appropriate time, PeeJohn. Anytime.
Okay, thank you. All the best.
All right, see you as well, PeeJohn. Thanks. All right.
All right. So before we respond further to PeeJohn, good morning once again to the listeners of the Clean Fresh Sound. This is Activated Mornings with Dianna, that's me, and
Roleza, that's me.
all right, and we are your ladies of the morning, the angels of the morning, taking you through from 6 to 10 each day. Best time, right? Remember, at any time, you can feel free to call us on our number 457-9997. And you can reach us on WhatsApp. You can also reach us on our landline. If you don't feel like calling, you can just send us a WhatsApp message as well. We can accommodate you anyhow. Now, we've heard from Mr. PeeJohn. And PeeJohn, I like how you put it. I like how you laid it out there, with those questions. You did your research and then you laid it out like that. I really like that. And I think we agreed before that we do have the rape culture here in SVG. So, I answered yes. I was going on yes, to your questions. On the topic of this rape and rape culture, I really don't know what I can say at this time that I have not already said. It's just to appeal to the men. We have a way of teaching our daughters. We teach the daughters to be this way and teach our daughters to be this way. But we need to teach our sons that no is no. We need to teach our sons to keep their hands to themselves. Men need to understand that women are not their property. I mean, I don't know if you find a woman that is willing to regard herself as your property, then you to each his own. But for those who do not, subscribe to that YouTube channel, we are not your property and we should not be treated as such. So we are human beings. And even if you are our husband and we say no, our no means no. Okay. So, we have to sort of reach the men because, I mean, I'm going to let Roleza comment and then I'll get back. We'll get back to me, right?
All right. So I know that it has been said, and PeeJohn is saying, yes, that we do have a rape culture. And I know that somebody here, well, they're still typing, but they're saying they're also in agreement to yes to all of the questions that PeeJohn posed in his commentary. The thing of it is that I am concerned about using the word culture and SVG, tying those two together, right? Because culture is the ideas, customs, and social behavior of a particular people or society. And the definition, if you're going to look at the definition of that, it's going to be the majority of persons, a broad-based description of many persons, and maybe it's going to be the majority of persons. And I am not sure that if I'm in agreement that culture is the right word to use, right? Yes, we have many men in SVG who don't seem to recognize or value women in different ways. And some men may think that it's not so much a case, it's only just a case of putting your hand on a woman and physically violating her. But there are little ways in which women are violated all of the time. In the workplace. So many sexual innuendos are thrown at us. You're walking in the streets and, these comments are being made. So we are violated, whether it's physically or whether it is verbally. But the thing of it is that I cannot say, so even let's say for us as women, if we're walking in the streets, well, maybe I guess it depends on your body type as a woman and maybe what it is that you have on, right? But I can't say that even walking in the street, let's say if I'm passing a group of 10 men, that 10 men are going to violate me verbally as I walk the street, right? So even if I'm just looking at that small survey, it's not a case to say it's the majority of men who are going to be violating us, whether verbally or physically. It's not the majority of men in SVG. Yes, there are men who don't seem to know the difference. Because sometimes they think that it's cute, right? Or it's something that is going to flatter us when they make certain comments. It doesn't. But am I going to see the majority of Vinci men are like that? No, right? I note that sometimes we make mention of music. And yes, I am one of those persons who I do have a problem with some of the music that we hear these days. But to be honest, if we are all going to be honest, the music was... yes, persons are going to say it was more creative back in the day, but still, the sexual innuendo was playing out even back then as well. So while it is that we're trying to pull up younger persons, It started from way back when our grandparents were dancing to the same music and singing the same music. So yes, it may have been a passing down of things, but it doesn't sit well with me when we have to say Vinci and culture, because to me, the two of them don't go hand in hand. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Roleza.
Good morning.
You're absolutely correct. And I keep appealing for a dictionary, a Vincentian dictionary, because we use words, culture, that's kind of harsh, because I'm a Vincentian. I'm not a rapist. And you're absolutely right. It's not the right word. Maybe a legacy of rape would be something better, because when you say culture, everybody going to look at every Vincentian male as a rapist. Rape is not a lifestyle. Culture is more affiliated with one's lifestyle. And I refuse to believe that in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't matter who says it. But then again, there must be a Vincentian dictionary that is different from everything else. We do not have a culture of rape. Maybe a legacy. We maybe have a legacy of stupidity or all of those stuff. But we have to be very careful when we choose our words. Because children, listen and remember the power of radio. Radio is the most powerful element there is after alcohol. And people listen to us, as your Prime Minister keeps saying, Vincentians do not read. If we read, we would see it's not so. Have a great day.
All right. Thanks, Joshua.
All right, then. I don't have it. I have something. I'm trying to pull up back the definition of the rape culture, because we have we're gonna.
It's almost. It's
okay.
Almost.
So I think we're gonna have to go back to this again, because I still feel like, yes, we do have the rape culture. I understand what you're saying about the culture part, and Joshua, but I think I'm gonna go look into that some more and examine the definition a bit more thoroughly before I say what, because I think I know what I want to say, but I need to go and look back at that. So we will definitely get back to that, but I think it's not just the males. It's the females as well, because there are women that encourage certain things, and when certain things happen to women, there are even women who would blame the person. So, and I know that the victim shaming. Now I know that Joshua is saying that he's a Vincentian and he's not a rapist. I don't think when statements like these are made, they mean to say every single person. I guess my whole life I misunderstood what a generalization is, because I assume that people would know that obviously it's not everybody, right? But even though it's not that every man is a rapist, it's the things that they do. So it's not just the act of penetrating the woman's body, but it's the little things that we do. And there are things that men do that we would say contribute to the rape culture that they think not, because it seems so normal. If we were to pull out a lot of the things that our co-workers, people you're passing in the road, family members, and these kind of person do, if you were to really pull out a lot of these things, then I think that you would definitely see for now we're saying rape culture until we could find.
But is it still majority? That is what is
the thing about the majority thing is that I haven't walked around the entire country and done. I don't think any survey has been done, so I guess I cannot definitely say. But that's why. So that's why for me, you kind of do it within, let's say, your own grouping, right? Mm-hmm. Now maybe yes, your grouping might be raised a little bit differently, etc., right? But within your own group and within your own community, like for you, do you feel safe walking within your community and not feeling violated? I mean, you have the cat calls and the sort of things that the men would say as you pass everywhere that you go. So I mean, it's not that I don't feel safe, but it's not that I like having those things as well.
I don't. Okay. I really don't know. I just have issues with using the broad brush, right? I just have an issue with using the broad brush, because I know that there are many men out there who you could walk past them naked and they would never trouble you.
I know we have those. Yeah.
So it's that is what it is that I'm concerned. I am concerned when we put it out there, then persons, let's say somebody who's never heard of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and you hear that we have a rape culture here. as a woman listening to this from overseas, I would be wondering, can I actually walk the streets safely? Can I walk the streets at night safely? You know, if I'm in my home, am I going to possibly be the victim of a rape?
But
so that is what is it's really of concern to me when we use that term.
But I feel like people shouldn't think that when you say rape culture, that means that everybody going around raping. Because I think we're including in that not just the act of penetrating the woman's body with your organ, but also every other thing associated with those things, the demeaning
Let me
and
tell
all
you,
of that.
we're going over time here with this. But you know what? Let's end because we have to make the call. But let me finish up that part in the next segment. All right.
So we're heading into our traffic talk at this moment.